Good afternoon, all you fine guys and gals out there. It's me, Doodleman149, and today I'll be doing something a little different. Instead of covering a gun or doing a compilation, I've been asked to explain which perks are best for multiplayer and which ones I run. I'd just like to quickly thank my wife for her assistance with this. This suggestion was provided by Mr. LP Expert DE, so this one's going out to you. In this video, instead of covering all the perks, I'm just going to go through the perk loadout that I use, the perk loadout Freaky Haircut uses, and the perk loadout Fun White Kid uses. I'm only going to be covering what I use for standard multiplayer, in other words 6v6 multiplayer. I'll make another video down the road for the ground war classes I run and the perks I use on them. I would just like to take a moment to thank everyone for their video suggestions. This is the first time that I've actually had a backlog of requests. Currently 3 requests are waiting. And I'm hoping you'll all be patient with me as I get to them in the order I receive them. Even with that said, feel free to suggest more videos. It helps guide me and I love communicating with you guys. Also, keep an eye out for a new subscriber special video now that I've broken the 100 subscriber milestone. Without further delay, let's hop into the perks I use personally. First off, in the first perk slot, I always use Quick Fix. This is a perk that I'm honestly surprised I don't see more people using. Since it's in the first perk slot, its biggest competition probably comes from EOD and Cold Blooded. Let's go over what exactly Quick Fix does. Quite simply, Quick Fix allows you to heal much faster than usual, providing you're getting kills or playing the objective. It says here that health instantly regenerates upon a gun, throwing knife, or melee kill. It also states that health regeneration is doubled while holding a flag, or while capturing or holding an objective. Let's quickly take a look to see how long it takes for health to regenerate from almost zero normally. As you can see, it takes several seconds to fully recover all your health. Now we'll see just how fast the health regen is while getting a kill. As you can see there, it was almost instantaneous. This is a great help when playing aggressively as it helps you get back into the fight very quickly, provided you're getting kills. And next we'll have a look at how quickly you recover while on an objective. By my estimates, this definitely seems to be about half the time of the standard health regen time, so the perk description doesn't lie. Lastly, we'll just look at them side by side so you can see just how beneficial this perk can be. In my opinion, this perk is a fantastic choice for perk 1. For my second perk, I always run Ghost. Unless you're someone who runs Overkill for a shotgun secondary or someone who camps with claymores and uses restock, Ghost is going to be the most popular perk you'll see others run in standard multiplayer. With Ghost, you won't show up on the enemy's minimap if they have a UAV or personal radar up, and you also aren't detectable by the recon drone field upgrade or the heartbeat sensor. In the details here, it says that you will still appear on the minimap if you don't have a suppressed weapon, so keep that in mind. It also states that an advanced UAV will also detect you, but this perk removes the directional triangle from the minimap. As you can see here, my lovely wife is definitely in front of me, but using the personal radar does not reveal her on the minimap, nor does the standard UAV. Even with the advanced UAV, I still only see her red ping as opposed to what the advanced UAV usually shows. For my third perk slot, I always run Tracker. Tracker seems to be a relatively unpopular perk as I don't typically see it used. Its biggest competition comes from Amped and Shrapnel most likely. Tracker is very simple. It shows enemy footsteps for 8 whole seconds, and affects the visibility of death skulls. As you can see here, the footsteps are very easy to see and very easy to follow. The death skull effect is what some people seem to forget about. When a teammate dies, you'll see a white skull over where they died. However, if they are killed by someone who is running this perk, those skulls will not appear. On your end, however, if an enemy dies by any means, a red skull will appear where they died, confirming that a hostile has indeed been neutralized. Now on to Freaky Haircut's perk list. Since I introduced it to him, Freaky Haircut also runs Quick Fix, which I covered before. For Freaky's second perk, he runs Overkill. This perk is extremely simple. It allows you to carry 2 different primary weapons and removes the option for standard secondary weapons. For his third perk, Freaky runs Amped. It allows for much faster switching to a secondary weapon, as well as much faster rocket launcher reload speed. This is a perfect pairing for people running Overkill or a rocket launcher. In the details, you'll see that it also speeds up the use of most equipment. Basically, all throwables are deployed more quickly, while the swap speed to pistols and melee weapons is unaffected by this perk. As you can see, switching to a rocket launcher and back is fairly slow without amp. Reloading a rocket also seems to take a while. Throwing a Semtex isn't painfully slow, but you'll see an improvement on it soon. Amped, however, will greatly increase this weapon swap speed. See how much faster that is? And notice how much faster you are when reloading a rocket launcher? Plus, this Semtex basically flies out of your hand when you're using the amped perk. And lastly, we have a look at Fun White Kids perks. EOD is by far the most popular perk used in Slot 1. Since some maps can be heavy with explosive spam, EOD can be a great choice to counter those. With EOD, provided you're at full health, you cannot die to a single explosive unless you are direct impacted by it. This means a random claymore or proximity mine isn't guaranteeing death if you use this perk. Another small thing to note is that if you pick up a frag grenade to throw it back at an enemy and you're running EOD, the 5-second fuse on it resets, and it's just something small to note. As you can see, with EOD on, these typically lethal explosives are no longer as lethal. However, if you get stuck with a Semtex or a direct hit with a rocket, nothing will save you. For his second perk, Nick runs Ghost, which I covered earlier, and his third perk is Amped, as you just saw. And that'll do it, folks, for all the perks I recommend for standard multiplayer. If you're a super aggressive player like I am, Quick Fix is a great choice, as it gets you back in the fight quicker, and forces you to get better at gunfights to make sure you get your quick heal off. EOD is also a great choice, as it prevents cheap deaths from campers using claymores or proximity mines. Ghost is just a staple for perk 2. I really don't see much point in using anything else unless you're like Freaky and need a shotgun secondary. Tracker is a great perk again for the aggressive player, as it can help you find campers, flankers, or just generally people that you've lost track of in the heat of battle. It also allows you to be extra stealthy by removing the death skull that the enemy can see. It's also great because it has no counter. Amped is another good choice, as it allows for quicker explosive deployment as well as faster weapon swapping. Again, that's mostly useful if you're like Freaky and use overkill. Almost all perks are good, but these are just the best in my opinion. What do you guys think of my choices? Do any of them seem appealing to you, or do you think I could do better? What perks do you guys primarily use? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm glad you made it here, to the elusive end of the video. Not everyone does, so I'm thankful you're still here with me. Again, a big thanks to Mr. LP Expert DE for suggesting this video. A lot of work went into it, so hopefully you've all gained something from it. I'm hoping you're all having a great Sunday. I'm looking forward to my birthday month starting tomorrow. So this has been Doodleman149. You've all been great, and I will see you later.